So, Leaf fans, how are we feeling today? I'm feeling great. Feeling great. Had a full night's sleep. Son slept the whole night through. The Leafs win 6-2. Austin Matthews looks like he's injured. He looks like he injured his wrist, but really, he just got cracked in the groin. Oh, and they beat the Florida Panthers, who are in a fight for a playoff spot. And screw you, Florida. I don't like you. I liked you when Pavel Bure was there. I liked you when Jaromir Jagr was there. I don't care for you. Don't make the playoffs. That would be hilarious. I do like Sasha Barkov, though. I do. Leafs win 6-2 in a game where, well, last night was a late one here for us. My son and I, because he wouldn't go to sleep, we watched the first 2 periods in the car as we're sitting waiting at a walk-in clinic for my wife. We stopped in, got ourselves a little Domino's, and it just sat right here in the passenger seat. You could smell it. He was eyeing me. He was eyeballing me from the side. Didn't eat it. It was very good. He didn't need to eat it. He had already eaten with his auntie and his grandma. Well, we watched the game. In the small little corner, had Dougie in there as well on the phone. The phone's brilliant nowadays. So we're watching the game, first and second period. Yes, we were there at that walk-in clinic for that long. So, Austin Matthews scores, first period. Big smile on my face, made him smile. I don't know if he was smiling at me and Austin Matthews scoring, or he was smiling at Tag, the Rhinoceros. Who knows? The Leafs are up 1-0. Florida gets a power play. Matt Murray with a save off his butt. Beautiful pass by Ekblad, I believe, to Matthew Tkachuk. Hits him in the butt. Comes back. Tkachuk shoots again. And it's literally just the turnaround glove. Oh my God, he stopped it in the air, on the line. Holy Matt Murray, what? Replay shows. Freeze frame it. You see the puck in the meshing of the glove over the line. 1-1. The meshing of the glove was the reason. But hey, it is a goal. But God, that was a cool save. So 1-1. Florida does outshoot Toronto. If I can remember correctly, I think they outshot them in this game. Do I think they outchanced them? No. But Matt Murray made some big saves. And he didn't give up 4 goals. Let's go to the second period. Austin Matthews. Hips are wide. He gets the puck down low on the right side. Behind the net. He curls around Bobrovsky. Goes up just to the low part of the circle. Turns, fires, glove side. Goal, 2-1. Brilliant. William Nylander scores. Makes it 3-1. A wee bit lucky, sure. Didn't get all of it. But got through. It was either just over the glove or just like through the glove and the hip there. Awesome. Cousins scores on a backhand. Murray overplayed, yes, a bit. But that was a perfectly placed shot. Not as good as Sidney Crosby the night before, getting 30 goals. First person to get 30 goals in his 18th year and his 35th year, I think they said. Crazy. Not year playing. 18 years old, 35 years old. It was a good goal by Cousins, makes it 3-2. Then the Leafs get a power play. They come in. They got to reset up. Like, why is there only 4 of them? Because Mitch Marner's still sitting in his own end. He comes through. He picks up the puck. He does his little flick thing between the defender and the forward, which he did the night before when he got tripped, but they didn't call it. But here, or did they call it? I don't think they did. But here, he gets like hacked by both, stays on his feet, and then the stick gets in again. I think it was Forsling again, trips him. The Leafs' first 5-on-3 of the year. 71 games it took to get a 5-on-3. They were the last team to do it. Florida, for example, has given up 5-on-3 goals this year. Okay, some teams have had 10. This is Toronto's first. And what do? Little break in. 5 forwards, by the way. Bunting. Little chip in. Nylander all alone. Feeds Tavares post. Tavares stays with it. And I love John Tavares here. Once it hits the post, he gathers the puck. And he gathers the puck on like the left post. And he's going around the net. He doesn't look down once. His eyes are literally at the front of the net. And he's waiting. And he's going through. He waits for the seam to open. Boom. Bunting. Bunting realizes that Bobrovsky still's down on his ass. He gets back up. And he's not set. So he just goes 5-hole. Goes low. 4-2. Leafs score on the first 5-on-3. Ha! Maybe that's why they didn't want him on the 5-on-3. Because they knew he was going to score. So the Leafs score. Make it 4-2. So we're going into intermission with Leafs up 4-2. They keep bringing up how, last time Florida was down 4-2. I don't think they said against the Leafs. They came back and won. The last time the Leafs played Florida, or Florida played the Leafs, it was a 7-6 game. There were so many chances. We might not see that tonight because the goalies are playing fantastic. But we still could because there's chances both ends. One team was getting 6. Other team only 2. John Tavares. Again, I think he had 3 assists this game. He passed Rocket Richard for points on all-time list this game. The man, in 70 games, now has 72 points. He's over a point per game. He is more productive for the Leafs than he was the Islanders. And John Tavares is not the fastest skater, but god damn it, he is strong on the puck. He goes over the blue line. He's going in. All he does is a little stop up. He just changes the angle. It's like he was picking like his toe, like a figure skater, but instead he chose his heel, opened up his hip for literally a split second, which makes Mark Stahl think he's going to stop up and turn around. Mark Stahl does the same thing. He's a bit slower than Tavares. And by the time Mark Stahl basically models exactly what Tavares does, Tavares is already continuing his trajectory to the net. It's just a boom, boom, already going, shimmy and shake, and then feeds it through Bobrovsky's triangle to Alex Kerfoot, who scores his first goal since January something, and his last goal was against the Florida Panthers. It was 20-something games. He's got a big smile. Keefe gives him a little pat. John Tavares sets up Alex Kerfoot to make it 5-2 Toronto. Austin Matthews is scoring. John Tavares has been dominant. William Nylander, who has had a few rough games, scores. Matt Murray only gives up 2, and one of them was a freaking almost ridiculous save, and the other one was a beautifully placed backhand. And he made some stellar saves this game. Toronto's 7 defense were solid. Shen, even in the last 30 seconds, absolutely railed Lomberg behind the Leafs net. When they were on the penalty kill, he was just going boom! Like Braun Strowman in the WWE. No, we need bigger, badder, Brock Lesnar. I don't know if Brock Lesnar's bigger, but badder maybe. I don't know, just manhandling him. It's so awesome. And you're like, oh, that's why I want him in my lineup. Yeah, he's a beast. Gustafsson was looking great on the power play when he was there. He's got this little because he shoots so low with his hand on his stick, he flexes down there to get them to bite when he goes for the wrist shot, and he's already moving. Riley does it as well. Just because Gustafsson's so lanky, it looks awkward, and it works so well. He did really well this game. Liljegren decided to add more tape to his stick so he wouldn't heel it as much. There we go. Brody was good. McCabe was good. They were all good. Hall, Gio, everyone. All the Leafs. You got Czar out there. Zachas Reese played great. Kampf. Every single Leaf, I felt, had a good game. Everyone, and that's a rarity. And then Mitch Marner tries to set up camp when they were shorthanded because Florida pulled the goalie. And he passed it to Kemp, but I forget who gets back there. It might have been Lombard. No, I think it was for Hay. And then Marner just pops it in and goes, oh, okay, I'll take the shorthanded goal. Well, why not? He's at 90 points. He's 10 points away. If he from getting his 100-point season. Come on, Mitchie, you can do it. So he has 90 points. Does he have more now? Did he have 90 points coming into the game? I don't know, 90 plus points, we'll say. With 11 games to go. Come on, Mitch, you can do it. First 100-point season for you. And Leafs win 6-2. Even after that goal, Shed still rocked another guy. God, it felt good. I love winning. The game against Islanders was so painful and unfun. This was very fun. Leafs should do this the rest of the way through. You can lose here or there, but I want you to kick Tampa's butt. Now you can say, well, Tampa lost tonight to Ottawa. It was bad. Was it 6-2, 7-2? And then you look and you go, oh, Elliott was in net. And I go, oh, yeah. I got him on my Dynasty Fantasy because I needed more starts. I'm out anyway because my team was terrible. But he's like, oh, well, that's not really a thing. Like, who scored for Tampa? Okay, Kucherov and Point were in on it. Stamkos in. Okay, the big guys were in on it. So that means, those third and fourth liners are just waiting for the first round of the playoffs to somehow play their best hockey of the season, because that's how it's going to happen. So the Leafs better be ready. Tampa did this last year, where they had a bad run, they beat the Leafs, and then they went. So let's not do that, yeah? I want you to eat Tampa alive, Toronto. I want Luke Shen in the lineup, and I want him bodying everyone. And I want Austin Matthews scoring. And I want Willie scoring and skating as he is. I want Mitch Marner being himself. Bunting being a pest within reason. He could have got a misconduct there when he went at the officials. But in real time, I also thought it was good as a stick. And the way I was speaking was probably the same as Bunting, and I would have done the same thing. So, I don't fault him, but at the same time, you're the professional athlete. I'm the 33-year-old man sitting in a chair watching the game. So, reel it in a bit, Bunting, but hey, you scored. You were better. You could tell, they were, looking, maybe. No, the refs don't do that. But potentially could have been looking for a penalty on him, and he was very cautious. He didn't get too involved or getting the stick around the arm around after that, and he didn't need to because the Leafs had the game in hand. He didn't want to give Florida a chance to get back into it, and I really appreciate that, Michael Bunting. It's better to score on the score sheet, leave, give a wave, say, hey Florida, guess what? You're still out of the playoffs. It's the way to go. Leafs win 6-2, and it's a great game. It was a great game. Comment down below your thoughts on the game and what happens next. Morgan Rielly's coming back in the lineup for sure. Who comes out? They're probably going to go with the 11-7. So who comes out? Or if they do the 12-6, which two players come out? Because Morgan Rielly's coming back in. Who knows? I'm glad to see Matt Murray get that win and get a win and only give up those 2 goals and play so well. If we can get Samsonov and Murray playing really well, oh, the confidence. All right, that's it for me. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. Go Leafs, go.